Russia today. Finishing the Perek. Oh. Here, Aval Oral, here. Bottom pig on the base. It said, Aval Oral, Oinan, Yoshev. All these situations, you have a Kohen working in the Beis Mikdash, and he is an Oral, or he's an Oinan, Arbinon, or he's Yoshev is sitting down. Then there's no Misa, but there's going to be a lav. That's it, a lav. That's horror. The Gemara is going to go through these three cases and to find out where the lav is written. Oral Minaron. Where does he lav? Avush state lav by Oral. Who's an Oral Kondo avoid the Beis Mikdash? Says Gemara. There's no pasuk in the Torah that says a Kohen doesn't have bris milah. Even Beheta we're talking about Torah. Meitze echav machas milah. Medivrei Moshe Rabbeinu lo ilamadu. Out by Cheskel. Ben Buzi the pasuk in Cheskel v'lamadu, and it teaches us. It says Kal ben Necha. Ben Necha means a Kohen mummer. Avodah Zara. That's a ben Necha. The stack remais of the Aviv Shivashabayim or the Oralev. That is a Oralev. This guy, a ben Necha, is a verstoppte Herz. Is a Oralev. Or the Oral Basar or Oral Basar. Yavoy El Mikdashi the Shorseni. So either the guy is a ben Necha, which is an Oralev, or a Metzi is an Oral Basar. He cannot do avoid the Beis Mikdash. It's pastished. Good. That's the Makar. So it's a pasuk ashara in Yecheskel. It's interesting. Next one, Oinam Minaron. How do you know Oinam cannot work in the Beis Mikdash? The Chsiv Min Mikdash it say by Aaron Kohen. It says by Kohen Gadol. It says Min Mikdash it say Lechal Les Mikdash Alakaf. So it seems this is explicitly talking about Kohen Gadol. Or Minigli say, even though Mesa of the Imoy, this is a Kohen Gadol, it's not Matame. Mashma, only a Kohen Gadol. Mashach Romi a Kohen Gadol, Shalo Yatsa Chidel. Minigli say, Gloyachal, Switch Alakov. Where is the Oinon? Talk about an Oinon. Mashach is Mashma Ha'achir. Not a Kohen Gadol. Shloich Yatsa doesn't go out. Chirel. Interesting diak. This Kohen Gadol, Benamik Shloich say, don't worry. Shloichal means don't worry. He won't be Machal. If Mashek is Mashma, another Kohen, that is a Oinon, will be Machal. It says the Gemara, okay, that's why it's only a lav, and it's no Misa. The Gemara, Amalei, Rabbi Achel Rava. It says Yivroichal is Meduyuk if he is a regular Kohen Oinon, and he is Bachalal. No, if it's Bachalal, then we should learn how the Zera Shava Chil Metruma Ma'al Halim Bamisa Avkam Bamisa. We did it yesterday twice. We have a Zera Shava that says Meisi Boy Ki Chalalu by Truma. When it says the word Chilal, that means there's a din misa. So since over here it says din lo yechalel, mashma normal oinon is machalel. No, if so, this should be the makor. That should be misa. After misa, so he says no. And the Mishnah says these are only as horrors. There's no misa for a oinon. Says the Gemara no miksiv baby gufei. Doesn't say the word machalel the gabe and oinon. Have a deal, the klolikasi. It's a deal. That'll be machal. You can't kill a person based on that. Have a dava bomb in a klal. It's coming from the pasuk. Chal dava bomb in a klal and that anoints with Zera Shava. Everything that comes from the klal, you're not done with the Zera Shava. Chal dava bomb in a klal, you're not done with the Zera Shava. You're not done with the Zera Shava. Therefore, no Zera Shava to learn out chilul from a deal to the pasuk. From a loichal. Those is rule. Where it's one of the 9 minutes. Next one, Yoshev. Minalo. Says Yoshev, the guy sits. The guy's Yoshev. How do you know Yoshev will be is not mutter, not machalal? A kohen has to stand when he does avodah. A Kohen can't sit. How do you know that? I'm Rav or Nachman, I'm a Krah. Pasuk says, Kivoy Bocha Hashem Elekecha B'Kol Shvitecha La'amod L'Sharis. La'amod L'Sharis. It says, La'amida B'Chartiv Lo Yeshiva. I chose the only for Amida, not for Yeshiva. Not for Yeshiva. La'amida B'Chartiv Lo Yeshiva. I chose the only La'amida and not for Yeshiva. Not for Yeshiva. You can't avoid the sitting down. Bal Tefillah too. Bal Tefillah also can't sit down. Davening Shemona Esrei also sitting down is very schwach. On airplanes, it's the custom to sit by davening. A lot of Gedolei Yisrael. I didn't want to stir people. Someone told me Reb David Ostos. On the airplane, daven sitting down. But there's points going to say, you daven Shemona Esrei sitting down, you daven again. It's a b'diavad. It's a big b'diavad. Because it's like avoiding Beis Mikdash, like a Kohen in Beis Mikdash. Can't avoid it sitting down, so you can't really do Shemona Esrei sitting down. Schwach is but yeah, but it's okay, but it's a big compromise. Lamed the Sharis, serve Hashem, do standing up. Lamed Sharis. Amida b'chartiv leili shiva. Yeah, Amida b'chartiv leili shiva. Balmum. Next. So these are the three cases that I only have a lav and no misa. Balmum. What's halacha about Balmum? We had a machlokes. Balmum that does avoid in the Beis Mikdash. He has a mum. He's missing an arm, missing a leg. He has any of the mum mentioned. What's going to be the halacha? Rabbi Yomi Risha. There he says Risha. Rabbi says Misa. If a Balmum does avoid the Beis Mikdash, Rabbi says Misa. No, Misa Basara. What's the machlokes? What's the crux of the machlokes? By Tava the Rebbe, what's the reason the Rebbe the Pasuk says? Achel aproiches le'yavai. There in the Parsha of Mumen, the Parsha Emory, says Ach el aproiches lo yavai begoyim, and there it says lo yichalel. Correct? Yeah, they wanted to bring it. Yeah, Yalav chil metruma says Balmum cannot do the avoid the Beis Mikdash. So it says Chalel, says Rabbi, okay, this is the third time. We have a word pasuk by Truma. When a Tom and a pasuk eats Truma, it says there, you may say boy ki chalaluhu, may say ki chalaluhu. I say no, the Yalav chil metruma, the Yalav chil metruma. Ma lahalav misa, afkam misa, like that misa, but then here's misa. Very more of a nail chil benoisa. Same again. Same again. Learn out Neilef. Why let a chilchim and noisa? Let a chilchim and noisa. Malan bekares, avkam bekares. Like there's kares, or then here should be kares. Who said it's misa? There should be kares. So now, what's the better tushtel? To learn out a balmum from a tom and a person eating truma, or to learn out from someone eating a piece of noisa. Says the Gemara. Stop with Truma made of. Truma is a better drasha. Why? Shekain, Sonaguf. They're both similar. They're both the human being. The person is the issue. By Truma, the man is Tomei, and here the man is a mum. So it's a better drasha. It's a better drasha. It's a Sonaguf. Says we're Adraba, Nois Havle Meilef, Banet Lo Noisa, learn out a Balmum working in the Beis Mikdash from Noisa. Is a better tushla. Why? King Kodesh, both Kodesh, both Kachim. Shuma's not Kachim. Pnim, both in the Beis Mikdash. In the Beis Mikdash, Shuma's outside. Pickle Vanoisa. Pickle Vanoisa applies. It's really the same thing. Pickle Vanoisa. Right? Pickle Vanoisa doesn't apply by Truma. Doesn't apply by Noisa. It applies by a Kohen working in the Beis Mikdash. You can make Pickle Vanoisa. Allah says Gemara. That's not the Makor. So where's the Makor? Makor is that what? That a Balmum, the free Rebbe, does avoid in Beis Mikdash. He's got to get Misa. And we go direct to Russia. Not from Truma. And Tamei Shimesh Gomar. We're learning it from Tamei that works in the Beis Mikdash. Tamei Shimesh Gomar. Learning from a Tamei that's a Meshamish in the Beis Mikdash. That's about identical. A Thomas Shimish that we learned before from Truma. That was yesterday's drasha. Thomas Shimish. We're doing that from. We're doing that to. We're doing that to. Balmum Shimish. It's Psula Guf, Kodesh, Pnim, Pigam, Anoisa. Good. It's all Alamailas. Right. And Matamid Shimish Gama Psula Guf, Kodesh, Pnim, Pigam, Anoisa, Kodesh, Pnim, Pigam, Anoisa. They all have all it's identical, it's 100% the same. This is the most identical drush. Says the Gemara. Rabbanon say there's no misa by a balmum who works in the Beis Mikdash. Where to get it from? On Makra? Boy. Below balmum. Rabbanon Darash in the Mesa boy. Truma says, boy. And that's come to be Mayim. There's no misa only over there. By Truma not below balmum. Good. That's this first Machlekes Rebbe Rabbanon. If a balmum does a void in Beis Mikdash, is the misa or is the no misa? Next. Hazed b'meila. A person does meila b'mezid. Hazed b'meila. Rabbi Ayim b'misa. If hazed b'meila, Rabbi says b'misa. Hamoimrim b'azara.
Meila by their definition is
shoyu, right? Right, but normally that's normally meila is always shoyu. What do you say? What's halach about mezid? So it's new. It's not regular meila. Right, not regular Mila. So Rabbi says, "Bamisa, Chabar Basara." My time the Rabbi. What's the Rabbi? The Rabbi says it's gonna be Bamisa. Second time Rabbi's machmer over here. Rabbi says gonna Misa. Where's the Makay Rabbi? My time the Rabbi. I'm Rabbi Vol Gama Chet Mitruma. The next day Shav from Truma. Chet Mitruma says Chet by Meila. Says Chet by Truma, and by Truma there's Misa. Who didn't be amazing. The time a person eats truma is going to be misa. Who didn't be mila. Mala misa kavisa rabban amri. I'm a boy. No boy. The same boy. When I say boy, v'lo mila. Boy, v'lo mila. Good. Next one. Zera Shimshon Migdash. Zera Shimshon Migdash. Our Mishnah said. You really go back to our Mishnah. Rabbi Akiva said, "Chenek chavodei shmayim." What's the punishment for a Zar that jumps over the line and he goes into the Beis Mikdash and he worships? He serves in the Beis Mikdash as Zar and non-Kohen. What's going to be his halacha? What's going to be his halacha? Machlekes the Mishnah. Zar Shimshon Migdash. Tanya. Rabbi Shmuel Ne'emakan Vazara Karvumas. Here it says Vazara Karvumas. Here it says Vazara Karvumas. That's clear in the pasuk. Zara Kargumas, Azad does avoid the Beis Mikdash, gets Misa. Nel Halan, Kal. Now everybody agrees gets Misa. The shadow was Misa de Shmaim or Misa de Adam. It says Zara Kargumas, Nel Halan, Kal Akarev at the Mishkan Hashem Yomus. There it's talking about Misa de Shmaim. Mal Halan Misa de Shmaim. Like that de Shmaim, it says it's talking about the 250 people of the Srufa by Korach. Right, Azara Kor. So Kala Korev and Mishka Shem Yomus. That's talk about that story with the 250 people. That was Deshmaim. Akav Deshmaim. Here too is Deshmaim. That's Reb Shmuel's Raya. That's right. That piece of Deshmaim, not the Adam. Reb Kiva says no. Haley Reb Kiva says that where's the Shava? Yumas. Yamus. Okay, it's not the same word. Similar enough. Kiva Oiva Nema kind of Zara Karv Yumas. Here's the Zara Karv Yumas. Nema Halan, Bad Naviyahu, Oichoyle Machalimahu, Yumas. So Naviyahu, Oichoyle Machalimahu, Yumas. Here it says Yumas, Yud Vav Memsaf. That's similar to Aki. Nala Miskila, like the Skila. Actually, the pasuk, the Navi that says make some stories. Bogus stories. Get skila, I've can't skila. Ibn Khaduri says no. Mala hal mechanek. I've can't mechanek. So 3 shits over here. Rabbi Shmuel says Misud Shmaim. Rabbi Kiva says skila. Ibn Khaduri says chanek. Right. Yeah, that's a machlokes like a navi. That's like a navi. A navi that says lies. What's he get? We'll give him machlokes. We have two machlokes. We have to explain. Rav Shimon, Rav Kiva, and Rav Kiva and Rav Nuri. Gabe this navi. What's the essence of the machlokes of Rav Kiva? Kiva, so is it better to learn Zera Shava from a Zara car of Yumas, or better to learn from a navi he Yumas? Rav Kiva Sava done Yumas. Kiva says get the same words both times. It says over here, Zara curve Yumas Yud Vav Memsaf. By Navi it says also Yud Vav Memsaf. Like there, it's B'day Adam, here's B'day Adam. They done in Yumas, Miyamois. They call it out from Kalakorv and Mishkashen Yomus. That's different drasha. Call it out Yumas or Yomus. From Shmuel Sava, no, you're right, but it's better. Done Hedit. Better learn out Zar from Zar, a regular Zar, and done Hedit Navi. Navi, you're right, the words are the same, but the context is different. That's a Navi. It's no shaykhs. Better learn out from somebody that's Hedit. Reb Kiva says, no, you're right. You call it out from Navi. This guy is now no longer Navi, disqualified. Kiva Shediach, Ercha Hedit Godam is there. Since he messed up, no greater hedit than this guy. No greater hedit. He's a hedit. He's Navi. He's not doing from a Navi. He's no longer a Navi. Call him a Navi. Michael Bifga. Now, no matter Kiva Rechanuri. What's about like Kiva Rechanuri? If a Navi gets skila or Navi gets chenek, click the Shiur on the Tanya. Navi shedich with skila. And the Kava says a Navi that goes astray gets skila. Reb Shimon bechenek says more of an answer than Reb Kiva bechenek. I have a drosh that says Reb Kiva says chenek samastira. This is more traits not of Reb Kiva. Okay, it's not a problem. Traits not of Reb Kiva. Chalek is Reb Kiva. I'm sitting Reb Shimon and Reb Kiva. Right, sir, about Reb Kiva. Yeah. Right. I'm sitting Reb Shimon and Reb Kiva. Right, sir, about Reb Kiva. Good. Right, had a loch. Right, and Strofen. Had a Strofen. Set the Shmai. We start a new period, and we have two more proper left. We're going to finish before Pesach. Huh? When is it? Is it? Hey, Tzadik Hey. Just yeah. I think it's a few days for Pesach. If you're Bechor, you can make a siyam and then check the Sanhedrin. The following people we've discussed: Skila, Sreifa, Herrick. Now we're up to the last Chenek. Who gets Chenek? Says the Gemara. Einen nachlaken. Habaka ave emoy. Maka ave emoy. Chenek. The going of Nefesh B'Yisrael, you kidnap, abduct. Going of Nefesh B'Yisrael, Chenek. Zakin Mamre, Chenek. A guy that doesn't listen to Bezdin, he rebels. Zakin Mamre api Bezdin, Chenek. Navi Sheka, Chenek. Machlokes before. But here the Gemara, this goes, Manama holds it's Chenek. He says Nevuah in the name of Avodah Zara. That's also pretty bad. Chenek. About Eshdish. Chenek. Mezoyme Bas Koyin. A Bas Koyin herself, she gets Sreifa. But the Edom Zoyman that try to get a Sreifa don't get Sreifa. You're not the Kaim, that's Yisrael Kash Zamalas Lachiv. They get Zoyme Bas Koyin get Chenek. Learned from a Pasuk. They get Chenek and they don't get what they wanted to do to the girl. Only what they want to do to the husband. A boiler. The boil also gets Chenek. Boil of Ishis Kohen, Bas Kohen. The Bas Kohen itself is the only one that gets this harsh punishment of Sreifa. But everybody else, all the other people involved, they get Chenek. The boil gets Chenek. And the Edom get Chenek. Good. Says the Gemara. Where's the Makoi? The first one. Person hits his parents, aims to up eaten. Maka of Emoy, and he makes a chabura. That's what he does. The Maka of Emoy gets chabura, he gets chenek. Minalon, how do you know he's chenek? See what the pasuk says. Makei of Emoy, mois yumas. Oh, it says Makeh. And what punishment does it say? Mois yumas. What's touch mois yumas? Chal misa, amur b'Torah stam, ein ela chenek. When it says misa the Torah, misa normally, generally is chenek. For any Mara, who says Makeh means hitting. Maybe Maki means killing. Who said just a simple, innocent slap kid gives their parents will get a misa? Ema add the kotele miktal. Maybe he has to kill his parents. That's what the positive means. Maybe he has to kill his parents. Says more, you don't make sense. Salgadata what? Kotel chad the But a guy kills Mr. Reuven in the street, he gets saif. Valve because his father gets chenek. How can that be? What's more chamo? Well, the machlokes before. Chenek more chamo than the hair of that, right? So you say, how can it be to say if you kill a regular person, saif, chamor, kill a father, that a father is hunkish kvoid to find a mokum. A father is hunkish kvoid to find a mokum. Then it'll be saif. Then it'll be chenek. You go down a notch. How can that be? Says the Gemara, okay, that's very good. You're right. And you have a point. The Madhava says chenek is more chomor, then what's your raya? Madhava chenek chomor, okay, maybe, yes. When one kills a regular person, he gets saif. You kill a father, then he gets chenek. Chenek is more chomor. The Madhava chenek kal, and the Madhava chenek chomor makla meima. Another raya says make ish for mace, moisumas. Says in the pasuk when you want to say that the Makkah killed the person, and it says Makkah is for mace, moisumas. Stam Makkah is no killing. Except oibe'eve ko biyade v'yamus, or oibe'eve ko biyade v'yamus. Shmamina is a raya kaleicha the ikka ko stam la misahu. Normally Makkah you can't translate stam Makkah to mean misa. If it means so, it would say so. And it might say chabura. And it might the chabura. So when it says Makkah of Imoy, al kachach, it's going to be just it's going to be only regular chavala. Yeah. Says Gemara, mitzvah mitzvah Makkah ish, mitzvah mitzvah Makkah nefesh. Oh, we had two psukim that we said before. Makkah ish v'meis ma'isumas. It says, David ko biyadoi, kol Makkah nefesh. Twice the Torah says when Reuven kills Shimon, he's chayav. Right, twice. The Torah. Why need twice? It's the middle Makkah ish. It's the middle called Makkah nefesh. Makkah ish v'meis ma'isumas. It says also by a nefesh. Have the pasuk? Yeah, nefesh. If Ishkiyak called nefesh adam, ma'isumas. Because for the Makkah ish, you would say have a minute ish. So a mitzvah and katloi. Maybe only Makkah ish. Only a ish, which means a bar mitzvah. A person that's bar mitzvah, if you kill such a person, then there's a chiyam misa. Aval kat, no. Because Rachmana called Makkah nefesh. So it's called Makkah nefesh, any nefesh, there's going to be misa for. Even a cotton. Because Rachmana called Makkah nefesh, if it only say the pasuk called Makkah nefesh, have a minute, I would have said, I fit in the following. Maybe call Makkah nefesh, maybe even a nafel. I feel a ben shmoina, even a nafel, even ben shmoina. Then they were in time of the Gemara. There's this concept. Ben shmoina is a compromised life. It's not really called a life. I feel in the following. You can call Makkah nefesh. I feel in the following. Even the following for the ben shmoina. Tzrichi that you have to have both cases.
There only have one pasuk. I'm not sure what the legal would be.
What call Makkah nefesh? What?
If there would only be one pasuk, so then make it one from this one from that one.
This is called Makkah nefesh.
I understand. Saying, how do you know that it's mates? We'd have one pasuk that says Makkah right?
No, not Makkah. What the guy by killing other people?
I'm trying to prove that Makkah means
Lisa. No. This is a new Gemara. The new Gemara. Well, you have the pasuk called Ishkiach nefesh adam ma'isumas.
What was the worst question? Why we need both?
The guy riga. You have a killing.
Oh, not the guy with this thing.
Not the guy with this one. No. A new thing. Right. A new thing. Rashi brings Salatera. Ishkiach called nefesh adam ma'isumas. Says Gemara. Who said Makkah by Avva Imam means a Chabura? I get it. It doesn't mean Misa. who said chabura? Maybe just hitting a slap across the face. Maybe there's misa for that. He says he owns one's own chai when there's a chabura, when there's he causes the blood to come together. There's a chabura. Amakra makada makabehema. Pasuk says there makada makabehema. We have a hekish. When it says ma makabehema adav bechabura. How do you know that? It's bal nefesh. By behema we know just by hitting a behema there's no payment. Nothing happens, and nothing happens. So that's it says you hit the nefesh. Af maka adam adav chabura. Maka adam, which we talk about father, which says makeh. Told you when there's a chabura. When there's a chabura. Says Gemara, masculine v'yemia lemata kish bavonim. If you meet you weaken the animal bavonim, weaken with a vonim. Put a vonim over his head. Achadamat levachav. Say you know chav. Why? Because it has to be makeh. Has to be makeh. Says the Gemara, elam eni in the nefesh behema. And when all Rosh goes differently. Says makeh behema yishalmena. Lav dafke makeh. By behema is lav dafke makeh. Says Gemara, and I'm in the nefesh behema. You know, makish vavodim chayiv. Slav dafke by nefesh behema because there you don't need to hit the nefesh. So in the nefesh adam, don't need the chabura by a behema. Don't need the chabura by behema. The kish vavodim is also by behema. No thing you need the chabura. So elamai, where Drasha goes, word nefesh over there is extra. We don't need it for behema. And I'm asking, God, nefesh adam we just by a father, and a kesh lamali. Right. So why need the hekish from adam to behema? What's hekish for? So the Gemara, look at Tanya. Tvei Cheskia. Tanya Cheskia. Cheskia is a drasha. That's a famous from Cheskia's drasha. They got a common of Dramane of Chayv means Shoigin. From Cheskia's drasha. That's a hekish. Some hekish they learned out from Maka Adam Maka Behema. Ma Maka Behema they chalak the ball. By Shoigin Mezid Oinus Rasha you always Chayv. But in Maka Adam you always potter. Says the Gemara. Hanich Lamanda Islay Tanya Cheskia. That's good about the whole Torah Cheskia. About less Torah Cheskia occasional Amali. Says what's the drasha coming forth? Says Gemara, Ma Makibehema, the refuah potter, Makibehema the refuah potter, Af Maka Adam. Oh, it's the Geya. You ever did this? Give a haircut to your father. Your father haircut? So it's a shaila, right? Some people they have sometimes sensitivity. They bleed. Some people bleed when they give a haircut. Depends what number haircut, I guess. Now shaila can do it to father. If like Makim Behema, if you do it for good reason, you're a doctor, you're a vet, you potter, who then Makim Adam for a food potter, the boilu, not so pasha. Be a doctor or a dentist for a father, not such a pasha zach, not so pasha the boilu. Bed Maush Yakis Damla Aviv. Can a son do bloodletting for the father? The father wants. Father asked him, you're the best doctor, the most caring. Loving, but the Beis is Issa. So can he do it? Rav Master Amar Vavdrech Moicha. He said Vavdrech Moicha, and he says it's going to be mutter. He wants it. What's with the Issa? You doing
the parent is not.
That's a shaila. That's shaila. He's Vavdrech Moicha. If you want it, then what's the issue? Rav Divin Bachin and Amar Maka Adam Maka Behema. No, Ma Maka Lefuah Potter. Another drasha. And Maka Adam Lefuah Potter. So both Adam agree that it's mutter. Shadow where's the makor? Says Gemara, Rav, by shoving the bray, never let his son the mishkale sulya. Never let his son take out a splinter when it's his body. He's gonna bleed. Never let his son. Yeah, he'll take out a pus. Never let. Ma bray the vanilla shoving the bray, the miftach bay kavsa. Why dilma chavel? Maybe there'll be a chavala. So you be a doctor. Then let's can be a doctor. Maybe he will hurt him. Maybe will hurt him. And have a shigas issa. And it'll be a shigas issa, it'll be a vera. And that's not okay. So therefore, even though you let, permission won't help. Permission won't help. Have a shigas issa. So well, what's the difference? So what about other people? Finish the Gemara. Other people should also be asked. So no, we're only making by son. Achre shigas lav. All people shigas lav, but no shigas chene. So the same setting. Other than machar chaliad, little by the coats. Next to the chavel vavelech shigas skila. We're talking there on Shabbos, right? It's a small machat, and you're allowed to take out a needle on Shabbos. No, why allowed to? Maybe choshish make chavala, vavelech shigas skila. Also, the calculator without no skila over there. Always you choshish. Even you're not doing that, you choshish. May happen by mises. Why do you allow it? Why do you allow take a needle on Shabbos? I guess not because that fish says no. Hasam is mekalkel. So it's the blood chaylik will be mekalkel. Hadich man the mekalkel bottle man the mekalkel Mayim. So the man Shabbos mekalkel b'rei Chayav Shimon. If Shimon Ram can blach shechich legufa is part. The head will be blach shechich legufa. So man shechich good. Man shechich good. Either it's blach shechich legufa or it's mekalkel, and therefore it's not an issue. Okay, tomorrow let's show them the pay. Hey, tomorrow is Erev Tanis Esther. Yeah. Where's Erev Tanis Esther? Where's it Beis? I'll get some serious.